Hello and welcome to part 16 file commands of this installing a Linux system series, which is part of the programming for the web. I'll try and go quite quickly on this, but there are one or two areas where you have to be careful, especially with the rm command, which I'll come to in a little while. Okay, I've opened up the file browser so you can actually see things happening in real time, and here's the terminal window. Okay, so you've already seen ls, which lists it. You've seen cd, which changes that, but you can also make a directory. So if we, for example, type in mkdir, we can make a directory called, for example, stuff. Okay, and there you are. You can see the directory called stuff. If you want to make it into, if you want to actually place it into a different folder, different directory, you just put the path, the full path of where you want it before it. Okay. To remove the directory, you actually type rm, okay, and then stuff, the name of the directory. Now, be a little bit careful with this because, okay, sorry, we need the, okay, so as you can see, I forgot to put the forward slash, the hyphen r, because it was actually a directory. If it was a file, you can actually do that. I'll just create a file called stuff. As you can see, it's here, and I can remove the file just like that. Okay, so as you can see, it comes and goes. Right, there are a number of other switches that you can use with RM. Be very, very careful with the F switch. So if you have, for example, something like that, be exceptionally careful, because if I press enter now, it will actually remove all the folders that you can see. It will remove everything in my home directory, absolutely everything. So this is something you've got to be very, very careful with. Okay, so be very careful about that. Only use it with extreme caution, and never use it with the forward slash. Never use it with just the forward slash. Otherwise, you're reinstalling Linux. Honest. Okay. Let's have. Oops. We'll just create a file called stuff. Okay. If you want to rename a file, you use the mv. Okay. And we'll call it stuff. So it was called stuff, and we now want to call it my stuff. Okay, so as you can see, the file has now been renamed as my stuff. You can also move it to other directories and that type of thing. Okay, you can copy a file with the cp command. Okay, so it's quite simple to copy it. So if we have my stuff and we want to copy it to stuff, you will see that we now have the two files, stuff and my stuff. Okay, have a look in the manual for the full commands on this and all the switches, because there are a number of things that you can do with it. So as you can see, you can use it to do all sorts of things. There are different ones you can do, different things that you can do, but most of the time you'll probably use move and copy from within the file manager here, rather than on the command line. Okay, where you might have to use the command line is, for example, if you're wanting to move for any reason a a file or a directory that doesn't belong to you, and then you would use that with a super user login, and that's how you do it, because you can't do it within the file manager normally. Okay, you can if you open file manager with super user rights, but I don't recommend that you do that at all. Okay, thank you for watching, and my name's John, and I'll see you next time.